This is the Tamiya 1/35th scale Panther G Late Edition. Is this kit now a Tamiya classic, or has time left it behind? Good morning, afternoon or evening everybody, I'm EJB, and in this video I'll be reviewing and scoring this kit in 4 key areas to help you decide if this is the kit for you. But first, we're going to take a look at what comes in the box. First, we have the standard Tamiya instruction pamphlet. This has information on the tank at the front and the instructions on the inside. We also get a single page paint and decal guide with the figures and command aerials on the back. First sets of sprues are the drivetrain with all the wheels, sprockets and suspension arms. Next sprue we have the turret components and spare track links. The kit comes with a bathtub style lower hull and a single piece upper hull. The final sprues are the extra 2 figures you get with this variant and the remaining hull and turret components. You get a small bag containing the bolt for the mantlet, some grommets and a length of wire, the decals with 3 different number options, and finally a set of rubber band tracks. With the formalities out of the way, let's crack on with the review. The first section is detail. As you can see here, I did use a fair amount of aftermarket parts. But that being said, the kit parts aren't that bad. They're well moulded and some of the detail is quite good, especially for a 1997 kit. As you can see here, the weld beads and casting details are fairly clear and the 2 figures you get are nicely done. However, the kit does lack in other areas. It comes with a 2-piece barrel, which is a pain in the ass to smooth out, rubber band tracks, which as you may already know I cannot stand, and the lack of photo etch grills, which you have to buy separately. So with all that in mind, I am going to give this kit a 6 for detail. Whilst the parts provided are pretty nicely done, it does lack those touches that can make a big difference. Next section is quality and fitment, and being a Tamiya kit, this is where you'd expect it to excel, and this kit certainly does. There's not a single bit of flash to be seen on the sprues, and the parts go together seamlessly. This is the thing I love most about Tamiya. The engineering of the components is amazing and really does lend to a satisfying build process. The instructions are very well laid out and easy to read, with plenty of helpers and tips along the way. The only thing that lets it down is the single page paint guide. Being in black and white means you need to keep referring back to the paint chart to cross-reference the colours. So, for quality and fitment, I am giving this kit a massive 9 out of 10. The actual parts and instructions are perfect, with the only thing letting it down being the black and white single page paint guide. Now for the boring but vital bit, value for money. This Tamiya kit sits at around the £28 mark, which is fairly reasonable for what you get. But how does it shape up in the market? Well, this Panther G from Das Werk, part of the Super Blitz series that was released in 2024, is around £25. Whilst having a lower part count, it does come with a metal barrel, photo etch and link and length tracks, making it a perfect beginner's bundle. On the more advanced side of the scale, we have this Ryefield Models Panther that was released in 2018, and this sits at around the £35 to £40 mark. This kit boasts an extremely high part count with workable track links, workable suspension, photo etch and a single piece barrel. So the Tamiya kit does sit perfectly in between that range in terms of price and part count. It does also guarantee an easy build process and an additional 2 figures. However, it does lack those little extras that both the other kits provide. Therefore, I am sitting on the fence with this one and giving it a 6.5 out of 10. All these details can be found on ScaleMates, which is a very useful tool for helping you choose your next kit. Final section is experience. I'm going to say this right off the bat. I loved building this kit. I am a massive fan of the build quality from Tamiya, which always makes for a very pleasurable build. Also for me, these kits are excellent if you know you'll be using aftermarket parts. They provide an excellent blank canvas for you to personalise and make your own. The paint scheme is also a great learning curve on this tank. Working in 3 tones with hand painted details really gives a fulfilling challenge. Therefore, my score for experience is 10 out of 10, top marks. Such an easy and quick tank to build, giving you more time to focus on details. So, to summarise, is this kit right for you? Well, if you're like me and you wanted a well-engineered kit to detail up yourself, this is the one. It would also make an excellent kit for beginners who want a simple build but a good challenging paint scheme. Whilst it lacks in add-on details, it's still a very solid kit. However, there are plenty of other Panther kits on the market, so it's always good to shop around and find out what works for you. Now for the final score and verdict. The final score is 31.5 out of 40, which sits just under the Tamiya Tiger, which I would class as a Tamiya classic. I think the Panther also deserves to be given that title. I hope this review has been helpful. If it has, please do hit those like and subscribe buttons and let me know your thoughts in the comments. But for now, farewell and happy modelling everybody.